Okay, tell me why you think a Jewish education is important.
A Jewish education is important because you get to learn about our past and who we came from, and we get to learn that we went through some pretty dark times, but we always came out stronger than ever. Like the Holocaust, we made it through that. We made it through the Romans, and when they destroyed our Beit Hamikdash, we made it through all of that. And I am proud that I'm a Jew, and I have a good education on Judaism.
Jewish education is important because you can connect with Hashem by saying tefillah, and you can teach other people about the Jewish culture and because there's not that many Jews in the world, so you can tell other people and they can tell other people, and then it can keep on going on. And also it's important because it's like a gift from Hashem that you're allowed to connect with him, and he listens to you when you're saying your tefillah.
So Sophie, why do you think a Jewish education is important?
Because it teaches you how to do things, and it also teaches you how to do things in a better way.
I think the Jewish education is important because we all believe in Hashem, and even in the dark times like the Holocaust or things like that, Hashem was always there with us, and we also celebrate all the Jewish holidays together and pray together in that.
I think a Jewish education is important because without knowing the Jewish education, we wouldn't know. We wouldn't be us. We wouldn't know anything about the Judaism or where we came from. Judaism was like a present. Nobody else wanted it, but we took it, and it was the best present we got. Judaism was our past, our present, and our future. Nobody can take that away from us.
I think Jewish education is important because it helps us learn the religion of Judaism, and so when we have children and they have children, Judaism will still be, or everyone will be able to learn it. So since it's such a cool religion.
I think Jewish education is important because it teaches us not just like the kids in back in the days of the story for Hanukkah, they weren't afraid of the Greeks. I think Jewish education teaches us not to be afraid to tell facts about the Torah and help other people understand about the Torah.
I think Jewish education is important because it gives you questions and it lets you learn about your religion and your history and about yourself, really. And then it makes you fill up with questions, and then you get the answers, and it just fills you up with knowledge and education.
Jewish education is important because, the kids are the ones who are at the school, and the Torah was given to the kids who are going to teach to their kids. And then also when we learn Torah, we connect to Hashem.
I think Jewish education is important because we connect better with Hashem, and we don't serve idols, and you connect more.
I think Judaism is important because you learn Torah. And if you don't learn Torah, you can't teach it to your kids. And if your kids don't teach Torah, they can't teach their kids, which is very important to teach your kids about Torah, and so that they can pray and listen to Hashem, because Hashem gave us the privilege of being Jewish, so we should use that privilege wisely.
A Jewish education is important because it helps you find out who you are, and it is really interesting. And there's not a lot of Jewish people in the world, so it's a really big privilege to know about your religion.
I think Jewish education is important because it connects us with Hashem, and it connects us with the Torah, and we learn Torah at CJDS. So let's just say that we didn't have the Torah. We would be basically just a normal Jew who didn't really study, and then after a while we wouldn't have anything to do to be Jewish, so we would basically just become Christian because they do a lot more stuff. But because we have the Torah, we do a lot of Jewish stuff, and it makes us Jewish because we have the Torah. the Torah is what connects us with Hashem, and Jewish education is what connects us with the Torah and Hashem. That's why Jewish education is why I think Jewish education is important.
My Jewish education means to me to be able to learn the things that my parents and their parents got to learn, and being able to learn my history just by touching my finger.
A Jewish education is important for us because it's in our lives to be Jewish, and to keep it going on forever is what we were made to live for.
Jewish education is important to me because it teaches us right and wrong and connects us to Hashem.
My Jewish education means to me that I get to learn everything that all the Jews get to learn, and that the teachers teach me the best Jewishness stuff.
Jewish education is like a privilege because we get to have the Torah and special holidays, and we get to, our king is the creator of the world, and we get to have lots of special things, and we get to pass them down to our families and friends.
Jewish education is important because some people risk their lives to save that, and if it wasn't for them, then we might not even be here.
Jewish education is important to me because at Matan Torah, Hashem said, "Who will be the guarantors to keep the Torah?" He said that the children will. Also, Jewish children have to keep a connection to their nation.
I think Jewish education is important because we can pass it down to our kids and their kids and their kids, and we can keep this religion alive. We're Jewish and nobody can take that away from us. We're connected with God, the King of the universe, and with that comes great honors and respect and privilege of being Jewish. And we should pass our ancestors' studies down to keep this religion going.